I don't know if I can do this video. I'm very anxious. I got a cold. Everyone's got a cold. It's a hellacious cold. It lasts about 4 weeks. I'm wearing the most beautiful watch I've ever owned in my life, the Seiko SBDC 065. I don't know if you can see it. It has a Cyan blue, a greenish blue. Has good wrist presence. My favorite watches are blue. The Transocean blue is my second favorite watch. So I have a theory about blue watches. Blue is the color of tranquility. My psyche is the absence of tranquility. I am high anxiety. And I think I like blue watches because it's a refuge from anxiety. It's a counterbalance to my anxieties. I've been thinking a lot about anxieties lately as I try to deliver this presentation with a cold. Took my wife out to a restaurant in Long Beach on the promenade, table 301. The food was good. The burger was good. The scallops with the chorizo and the pureed cauliflower was excellent. The dessert was terrible. It was bread pudding, which is usually good. This tastes like a fruitcake. Worst bread pudding I ever had in my life. Took 3 bites, walked away. Terrible cheat meal. Did have a bite of a whatchamacallit candy bar last night. One of the greatest candy bars ever made. 1 bite. Ooh, you're slipping, McMahon. So so I'm at this restaurant, table 301. I'm meeting with my wife. It's cold in there. It's like 60 degrees. It's open patio. I'm wearing a black t-shirt. I got no coat. It's kind of anxious. And then a drunk woman slipped right by me. Right by me. She slipped. I'm looking down at her. It made me very anxious. Could not enjoy my meal. I got a drunk person slipping. 5 minutes later, same drunk woman slips in the same spot. This time all the chefs, it got their attention. They come out. They're looking at her. They got their prison tattoos all over their bodies. God bless them. They made some good food that night. And so, I left the restaurant a little anxious. I don't like drunk people falling by me, especially when it's the same person twice. So restaurants, they can be too noisy. There's an article about that in the Atlantic. The acoustics transmit a lot of noise, the way they make restaurants these days. People are way too loud. I can't deal with noise. My daughters wanted me to take them to Dave & Buster's once. I opened the door to Dave & Buster's. I smelled this horrible smell and just all the flashing lights. I closed the door. I said to my girls, I'm going to take you to Miss Fields Cookies at the mall here. And can't go to that. Used to take my wife out to Taco Tuesdays at Patrick Malloy's in Hermosa Beach. Too loud. People screaming, music's too loud. Can't deal with noise. Makes me anxious. When I was a kid, used to love the tranquility of going to baseball games with my dad. Grew up in the Oakland area, man. Used to see the Oakland A's in the 70s. Sal Bando, Reggie Jackson, Vida Blue, Dick Green, Joe Rudy. All the greats, man. And loved it. It was such a peaceful thing. I don't go to sports events anymore. Too much stimulation. You got the Jumbotron. You got mascots running around. Too much interaction. It's like being inside a video game. Can't do it. So games are out, clubs are out. Taking my daughters to Dave & Buster's is out. I'd rather just be in the tranquility of a blue watch. Blue watch theory, ladies and gentlemen. So check this out. Yesterday I'm walking to campus, I'm walking to my office, and I see someone doing yoga on the lawn. I can't walk past someone doing yoga without thinking they're virtue signaling. It's just lame. And I work out in my garage. I do kettlebells, I do dumbbells. And I work out typically for an hour in the late morning, on the weekdays. All my neighbors are gone. I love it. I got the garage door open, I got fresh air. No one sees me. I don't like virtue signaling my workouts in front of people. Don't like the holidays. Too many of my neighbors are home and they can see me when I'm working out. Makes me self-conscious, makes me anxious. Look, I love my neighbors, but I like having the street to myself. I'm selfish that way. So that's in play, the anxieties that I'm having over that. Do have anxieties over my cheat meals. I always think that one cheat meal is going to send me down a rabbit hole to fatness again. Being old is making me anxious as hell. So far, I'm healthy. I'm thankful for that. But man, when you get old, man, you're always waiting for the next shoe to drop. So I keep being drawn to these blue watches. It's like some sort of counterbalance to anxiety. So no clubs, no restaurants, no public displays of exercise. Don't like going to restaurants where drunk people are falling on me. Having trouble with my cheat meals, even though my Aunt Sherry told me if you're sticking to your diet 80% of the time, 80%, you won't gain weight. Well, we'll see about that. I got about 5 cheat meals between now and January with all the Christmas stuff going on. And we'll see how that goes. Probably a first world problem, probably a first world anxiety. One thing I did to get rid of my anxieties is I bought a synthetic Christmas tree. Whoa, don't have to drive out to some lot and get a bunch of Christmas needles in my brand new Honda. My girls keep calling it the fake tree. I said, you can't call it fake, it's synthetic. There's something about calling it fake that I don't like. I mean, it's not fake. I'm not trying to tell anyone that it's real. It's just a synthetic tree. It's made out of synthetic material. Kind of stinks too, frankly. Though I'll definitely give a real Christmas tree a win in the smell column. That's for sure. So a lot of you who watch my videos are into watches. I have 8 watches right now. I'm not really compelled to sell any of them. I'm not really compelled to buy any of them. For me, this is a grail piece. I love the 065. I love the dial. I don't know if you can see the dial that well here. I don't know if you can get any focus on that, but most beautiful watch I've ever owned, hands down. Some final words about my Seiko tuna. I got a new category for my tuna. I call my Seiko tuna, and this gives me anxieties too. The anxieties I get from the tuna are that it's gorgeous. Man, I look at it and go, whoa, there's no way you can sell this piece. But you know, when I put my automatics on, I feel the magic. When I put the tuna on, it just feels like a dead watch because it's quartz. And so I call it my magical unicorn watch. It's like a unicorn. It's sort of in its own category. I don't even really count it with my other watches. It's weird. You know, solar watches don't bug me quite as bad, even though I don't connect with those that well either. But this goes back to anxieties again. There's something about wearing a quartz watch. I have this fear that it's going to stop ticking while it's on my wrist. Now, come on, man. You know, Seiko, they do a good job on that tuna and some of their other high-end quartz pieces. The second hand will go 2-second intervals to give you a warning that your battery is near the end of its life. But, you know, does that stop me from being anxious? No. But here I am with my automatic blue, feeling pretty good about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go do a lesson plan on school segregation and global warming, issues for my composition students for which I have no answers for and for which are going to cause me even more anxiety. And tell me what you think about the 065. And until next time, I'm out.